In today's news update, we're not just stopping at the SEC versus Ripple case, there's another critical angle to this story. Warren Buffett comes on board with insights on why Ripple and XRP could stand firm against recession. Yes, you heard that right. The investment legend himself has weighed in, and his outlook is crucial for anyone keeping an eye on the crypto market during these uncertain economic times. Before we take a deep dive into today's update, do us a favor, kindly smash that like button, hit subscribe, and toggle on notifications to join our community. Your subscription and likes go a long way in helping us rank higher within the YouTube algorithm. We're also rolling out an XRP giveaway once we hit 1,000 subscribers. It's easy to throw your hat in the ring with just 3 simple steps, so make sure you do all that. Drop a comment in the comments to secure your spot. Imagine XRP hitting a staggering $10. It might sound like a lofty prediction, but with the massive financial transactions XRP is expected to handle, it's not far-fetched. We're talking about a whopping $1.2 quadrillion potentially courses through the XRP ledger, potentially rocketing its value to $10. However, this monumental rise hinges on a crucial factor: the resolution of the ongoing SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. At the moment, XRP is labeled as a security by institutional investors, a situation that's about to take a dramatic turn. Ripple and the SEC are on the brink of a settlement with 2 propositions already on the table. Initially, the SEC demanded a hefty $770 million for settlement, a figure reflecting their frustration and embarrassment, according to legal experts. But Ripple turned down this offer, leading to an interesting twist. The SEC came back with a much more reasonable proposal of just $20 million. Despite no immediate response from Ripple, crypto legal expert John Deaton suggests this would be an overwhelming victory for Ripple, giving them a 90% upper hand. However, with the November 9th deadline for settlement having passed without any news, the saga continues. Recent findings reveal that the SEC might be prepping an even more favorable deal for Ripple, expected to be disclosed any day now. In today's video, we dive deep into the potential $10 XRP valuation, analyze the data behind this forecast, and delve into the latest developments in the SEC versus Ripple case. Stay tuned as we unravel these exciting updates. The imminent settlement between Ripple and the SEC is a hot topic we've discussed previously, especially in light of the US Congress hinting at future XRP usage. This brings up an intriguing question. How can XRP be utilized if it's still labeled a security? The answer seems to be that it might not be considered a security much longer. Ripple's CEO, Brad, has openly stated that while Ripple has received out-of-court settlement offers, they are holding out for a more favorable deal. This leads to predictions from pro-XRP legal experts about a potential reduction in Ripple's settlement amount with the SEC. So what does this mean in practical terms? It appears that a third more attractive offer is in the works, as neither of the first 2 proposals seems to satisfy Ripple Labs, and the SEC is eager to reach a settlement. This could result in the Ripple SEC lawsuit concluding with Ripple paying minimal fines, possibly even less than the $20 million previously mentioned. But it's not just the US showing interest in XRP and Ripple Labs. Internationally, countries like Dubai are also on board. Dubai's financial authorities have recently greenlit XRP for widespread payment use across the nation. Additionally, the Global Central Bank of Japan has begun implementing XRP for global transactions. With hundreds of banks integrating Ripple Labs into their operations daily, Ripple is expanding beyond cross-border payments to various other sectors. The initial projection of $1.2 quadrillion in XRP transactions seems to be just the beginning, as Ripple aims to significantly increase this volume, potentially leading to a surge in XRP's required pricing. In our latest research dive, we've uncovered a fascinating development: Ripple's ambition to dominate a new sector. While this move might not directly involve XRP, it's clear Ripple is setting its sights on a major industry conquest. A breakthrough article published on July 10, 2023, unveiled Ripple's strides into a $5 trillion market, specifically real estate tokenization. Going deeper, the genesis of this venture can be traced back to a pivotal tweet from Anthony Welfare on X, formerly Twitter. He highlighted the global traction of CBDCs and Ripple's dedicated CBDC team, focusing on practical applications for a central bank, digital currency, or a stablecoin. His insights, shared at a CEO FinTech conference in Romania, point to tokenization as the next big thing in real estate. As we gaze toward 2024, we're anticipating a monumental, life-altering, Crypto bull run. The strategic positions we secure now could amplify our gains during this upswing. It's a critical time, and missing out might mean missing a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But it's not just about XRP. Kevin Page has noted that the altcoin market soared by about 800% alongside Bitcoin hitting new peaks. We're all set for 2024 to eclipse its previous years in terms of crypto market performance. And with Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs almost a certainty, it seems likely that an XRP ETF won't be far behind, paving the way for other top digital assets to follow suit. Now, shifting gears to something Warren Buffett recently brought up. Warren Buffett warning of a health crisis potentially more severe than COVID. When figures like Buffett speak, it's wise and best to listen. They're among the most connected individuals globally. This looming crisis could be a catalyst for an array of developments, including an enhanced digital AI control grid and a social credit score system linked to CBDCs in the evolving financial landscape. Buffett's foreboding message is something we should all be preparing for. Please listen, folks. If there's one individual who's commanded my utmost attention and effort, it's Warren Buffett. Countless hours and an immense amount of intellectual energy have gone into analyzing his investment strategies and timing. His moves, the periods when he makes them, and the outcomes are a masterclass in investment genius. This man's track record surpasses 99.99% of investors in history. We mention this because Buffett's actions serve as an instrumental barometer for us, especially regarding XRP's reliability in turbulent times like wars and recessions. We firmly believe that XRP can be a life-enhancing hedge in these challenging periods. Paying close attention to Buffett's maneuver might just inadvertently set you on the path to becoming a billionaire. Take, for instance, Berkshire Hathaway's latest move as of June 19, 2023. They've upped their investments in 5 Japanese trading firms. Among these are Mitsui and Sumitomo, both major Ripple partners. No coincidence there, folks. Yet, at the same time, Buffett was divesting from major banks like J.P. Morgan and Goldman Sachs. Whenever J.P. Morgan comes to mind, I can't help but think of the Ethereum connection and EveGate. But Buffett didn't go with them. Why is that? Warren Buffett may not be a staunch advocate for all types of financial technology, but there's a clear indication that he recognizes the potential in Ripple's tech. This is our interpretation of the current financial landscape. Consider Bank of America, a leading Ripple partner and a significant player in the U.S. financial sector. Our view is that Bank of America is gearing up for a major move, possibly unleashing a wave of new financial possibilities. And this strategic positioning could be why Buffett favors them over other banking stocks, especially in these times of economic uncertainty. Delving deeper into Berkshire Hathaway's portfolio reveals more. It's fascinating that not only does Buffett own a substantial stake in Bank of America, but it's actually his largest holding, valued at an astounding $1.03 billion. This speaks volumes about his confidence in their direction, particularly as we navigate through a looming recession. It seems Buffett is betting on Bank of America to emerge stronger post-recession, largely thanks to their alliance with Ripple. Switching focus to ISO 20022, there's an intriguing development involving HSBC. A Swift document reveals that HSBC and its partners are set to embrace digital asset changes in 2023. Observing the movements this November, it's evident there are no coincidences here. HSBC's adoption of Ripple technology is a deliberate and strategic move. Furthermore, Ripple's recent acquisition of Medico and HSBC's partnership announcement with them signals a seismic shift. Ripple is poised to redefine the financial infrastructure for banks, financial institutions, and payment providers worldwide. In essence, traditional money transmitters are evolving into Ripple entities. Finally, this is an extraordinary time for those invested in XRP. The pieces are aligning and Ripple's influence is expanding, setting the stage for a revolutionary shift in the financial world. Please remember that we are not licensed financial advisors. The content presented in these videos is purely for entertainment purposes and not any financial advice. We always encourage viewers to conduct their own research and consult with professionals before making any financial decisions. Thanks so much for staying with us till the end. If you enjoyed the video, please kindly subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and make sure you turn on the notifications.